Good morning, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
and I welcome you to Mornings with Brian and Tyler. Today we're in Exodus chapter 7, verses 1 through 14. Tyler.
So the Lord said to Moses, See, I have made you as God to Pharaoh, and Aaron your brother shall be your prophet. You shall speak all that I command you, and Aaron your brother shall tell Pharaoh to send the children of Israel out of the land, or out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. But Pharaoh will not heed you, so that I may lay my hand on Egypt and bring my armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. And the Egyptians shall...
Hold on a second. So it doesn't say in yours, and bring forth mine armies?
It just says, and bring my armies and my people.
Okay.
Out of the land by the great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand on Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. Then Moses and Aaron did so, just as the Lord commanded them. So they did. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old when they spoke to Pharaoh. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh speaks to you, saying, Show a miracle for yourselves, then you shall say to Aaron, Take your rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and let it become a serpent. So Moses and Aaron went into Pharaoh, and they did so, just as the Lord commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. But Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, so the magicians of Egypt, they also did in like manner with their enchantments. For every man threw down his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, and Pharaoh's heart grew hard, and he did not heed them, as the Lord had said. So the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hard, he refuses to let the people go.
All right. So, this starts a process that you can learn a lesson from. And that is, if you're not committed to the process, you're going to get psyched out by the servants of the devil. You know, to look at it, well, Aaron had one stick, one serpent. All the enchanter guys of Egypt, they could do it. And they had more snakes. And someone, yeah, but Aaron's snake devoured theirs. But it's a funny thing. And I remember years ago on this TV show, it rhymes with Himsums, that there was a guy named Romer on there. And it's his birthday, and he gets this buy one, get one free coupon book. And he says, ooh, look, pizza from Doey's. And his daughter says, but Dad, you hate Doey's. They have terrible pizza. And he goes, I know, but it's two of them, because one was free. And it's funny because why? Here's Pizza Store X. They have good pizza. They're not giving away a second pizza for free. Their pizza costs as much as the other stores, but the other store's now giving you a free pizza with the other pizza, but both of them taste like garbage. How many people will choose the garbage pizza?
Too many.
Too many. Why? Because there's two of them, and that makes their pizzas half the price, and one of them's free. I've heard people do that math in their head. I'm like, okay, wait a second. If the pizzas are half price because now there's two of them, you can't then give credit again and say, and one of them is free. It doesn't work like that. Even though Aaron's serpent devoured the other serpents, there were people who were like, well, Pharaoh can throw down serpents all day long. He can throw down more serpents than Aaron can. And it's going to set this stage where God's going to set it up to look like he's losing, that he can't outstrip the Egyptians. What is it? What was it? Used to be, what was it? The Washington Generals used to play the Harlem Globetrotters everywhere they went. I forget what it was. The second set of 5 guys on the Harlem Globetrotters were phenomenal, let alone the first 5 guys. It's kind of like God saying right here, and we're going to see for the first 3 plagues, here's my second team going up against Pharaoh's first team. And it's going to look like Pharaoh keeps pace with the Lord. You've got to be smarter than to get psyched out. Because again, them not paying attention, them not cultivating faith on their own as this starts to progress, is why when they get on the other side of the ocean, the Red Sea, they're basically all going to die. And I've listened to theologians and scholars argue and say, well, they actually had the snakes in a trance and, they were able to do something. No. The devil has lying signs and wonders. And that doesn't mean that the devil's miracles are false. It means that what is motivating the devil's miracles or signs is to lead people away from the truth. And the Lord will deal with that in Deuteronomy 13. A sign or a wonder can come to pass, and the words that are behind it will tell you whether or not it's from the Lord. So this is a showdown between gods. This is a showdown between kingdoms. This is a showdown between 2 ways of government. You know what's changed since the time of Moses, Tyler?
The calendar.
Tyler's been doing video training.
But it's still government facing off against God because they think they're better than God.
Yeah, it's still the government of man against the will of God.
And I still think that they're going to win.
Yeah.
It's quite laughable.
And that's what he says in Psalm 2. The Lord shall laugh at them. He shall laugh in derision. So with that, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
Lord willing, we'll see you in the morning.